want to dig in a little bit about the last 9 years. Going off and starting your own organization and starting from nothing is a scary experience in a lot of ways. What are some of the shining moments that you can think of over the last 9 years that you'd like to kind of point out as just huge successes, or even some stumbling points where we're learning experiences as you've gone through it?
I think looking back, right, it's hindsight 2020. If I were to do this all over again, knowing what I know, what I learned in 9 years, I could probably, together with good partners in the team, we could build the same company in half the time. But without that, all of those experiences, we would not be able to do that. That being said, there were a few, I'll say, scary moments. A year or two into this, right? It was 2014 or 15. I remember us, like, a few large clients ran into trouble and they started shutting down projects, including ours. And we all of a sudden had a lot of people on payroll that we couldn't afford. So moments like that were definitely pivotal, figuring out in a pinch what to do and how to keep the team, which we are very proud of. Like, a lot of consulting companies have this model of, as soon as person goes on a bench, the clock starts ticking, and then 4 weeks later, you roll the people off. We've never had to do this. Luckily for us, we were able to afford it because the work we had done allowed us at the time to build up some cushion. But those were definitely scary moments. Going and learning for the first 5 years, I think we were going not as fast as I would have liked myself to see. But then when we finally sat back in 2018 and recognized that we need to rebrand into Prime TSR, and it's not just the name, but obviously all the things that it meant, and becoming a modernization consultancy versus a scalability shop, was a huge pivotal moment. Could I imagine it when I was starting with Josh in 2013? No, we didn't know what was going to come in 5 years. We sort of, as any entrepreneurial organization, you learn every single day, and you look back and make mistakes and hopefully do something right to be able to survive another day. But along the way, we got some fantastic clients, some big brands. We are one of the fastest growing consultancies. We recently, thanks to you in large part, got a healthcare competency, which puts us in something like, with healthcare and some other competencies that we have, we're like one of the top 5 consulting partners for AWS in the United States. Given our size and the organizations we compete against, this is unbelievable. And like, sometimes I look back and I'm like, I can't believe we built it. And when I talk to Josh, it's mind blowing. And the fact that by now we've been acquired by Converge One, which I think is a fantastic partner for us for many reasons. And it will give us that next boost to, it's essentially like this next major milestone for us as a company to get us to that next level of growth.
And that's what the actual acquisition was all about. And joining forces with C1 was to really just boost all the growth that you've accomplished over the last 5 years and we have accomplished, to really create the next big scaling portion of the organization. So as we look forward a little bit, and I'll transition you into this, right? And this is where we take out the crystal ball a little bit. What do you imagine the next, let's call it 3 to 5 years, holding in store for us?
The goal is to triple in size in that time frame, and become the largest, the most successful modernization consultancy in the country. Right? I won't claim that it will be competing with large, big brand consultancies, because I don't think we are in the same segment as them. But in the modernization segment, we will become the fastest growing, the biggest, the most successful consulting organization in the country. I have no doubt about it.
I love it. I'm a little scared, but I love it. Sounds like a lot of work. So one of the big pieces of that scale is going to come back to our people again. I think we've done a fantastic job at holding on to that cultural just core of fast, nimble, and staying true to that bias for action while affecting change with all of our clients and helping them transform as they go. How much change do you think we're going to have to do with our organization to really be able to scale at that level?
That change is already on the way, and it's primarily comes through maturity of our org structure. For a while, I resisted creating an old structure. We were extremely flat, but we realized, both Josh and I, that this is not a scaling model that can scale. We need the next generation of leaders and leaders under them to be able to manage not just the people, but the projects, the work, everything that we do day to day. And so putting that maturity in place without compromising on our values and delivery model is one of the largest challenges. I won't say it's easy, but it's something that we are laser focused on as a leadership team, and we're gonna get it done.
We'll get there.